guys, you are welcome to Anchor Network, where you get updates of things happening around you and things you would like to know. I appreciate everyone who has subscribed to this channel and those who are yet to subscribe. And if you have not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Click the red button and also click the bell icon so that you'll be notified anytime we publish any news. This time around, we have wonderful news for you that you will be glad that you are aware of. Stay tuned. Just a day after officially vacating the seat of power, former governor of Lagos State Akinwunmi Ambode has started getting knocks about his tenure in office. Ambode had handed over the mantle of leadership of the state to the incumbent governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu of the same ruling All Progressives Congress (APC), which Ambode belongs. Meanwhile, a former secretary to the state government, Mr. Tibunu, said the government of his former boss, Ambode, failed because of lack of emotional intelligence. According to the Punch, Bello also served in different capacities under the governments of former governors Bola Tinubu and Babatunde Fashola. In a farewell message to his colleagues who served in the Ambode's administration, Bello said the administration was characterized by lack of democracy and arrogance. We should be happy for the opportunity provided and experience gained. It is not what you can buy on the shelf even if you have all the money. Yes, as we depart on our individual sojourn, we must never forget to learn from our glaring weaknesses and failures. Since we are all parts of the success stories, we must also share in the weaknesses and failures. Our main drawback is our government's inability to apply enough emotional intelligence in the administration of the state. Emotional intelligence includes interpersonal skills, interpersonal relationship, humility, respect for the well-established modes of governance, disregard for the accomplishments of others. The belief that our way is the best without considering other options in a democratic setting, absence of wider consultations, distance from the governed, lack of effective communication skill, or amateurish display of government acts and political immaturity, deliberate and open alienation of others. We undertook gigantic projects without the soul. We were too self-opinionated and narrow in our approach to governance. It is a big drawback which prevented the administration from returning because it was punished for its lack of inclusiveness in a democratic setting. Besides and apart from lack of enough camaraderie compared to previous administrations, our cabinet has been less rigorous, less fulfilled, less engaged, and less accomplished. And for the first time since the time of Governor Lateef Jakonde, this cabinet departs unappreciated and disenchanted, he said. But a close aide of the governor who did not want to be identified says Bello's statement showed the caliber of people Ambode worked with as a governor, advising Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu to watch his back. The AD said Lagosians should applaud the former governor for the achievements he recorded despite the oppositions he encountered. He said it is a demonstration of the caliber of ADs Ambode works with. If you have been part of a government for 4 years and you think such a thing is happening and you are not man enough to walk out of that government, it clearly shows that you lack self-dignity and respect. The former SSG, who confirmed writing the statement, told the Punch that it was an internal farewell message to colleagues, adding that it was never meant for the media. It was not clear how the message eventually got leaked to the media, but no reaction from former Governor Ambode to the message has made known. More people are still surprised by the message, which has kept gaining attention ever since it got to the public domain. I think now Ambode will have some piece of rest since it has been Ambode, the form of humiliation, hatred, and all of that against him. SSG that is coming out to say all of this. You said it was not really meant for the it was not really meant for the masses, but for the media. So what do you think? That you think media are the people that you can keep secret with? The guy must be joking. You are saying things, that kind of weighty things to the media, and you expect them not to leak it. I don't really understand. It's a good one. The way one of the aides talked about the SSG, because you were part of the government. You could not even walk out of the government if you knew that the government was not in the right direction, or you walk up and you walk up to your so-called leader. Nothing was done. Those are the people that will be cheering you. They will be singing your praises to high heaven, just like the kind of advice that was given to the president of South Africa, that people around you, they will not want to tell you the truth. They will be telling you things that are wrong. They will be telling you you are doing the right thing, and meanwhile you are doing the wrong things. Even when you are doing the wrong things, they will not tell you, but they will still be cheering you up. They will be telling you, oh, you are the one doing it. They don't mind enemy of progress. They don't want your progress. They are not happy for your achievements. They just want to be criticizing you. Deep down in you, you know that this thing might not be right, but because of their influence and all of that. And that is why it is good for somebody who wants to take the position of leadership, most especially in a country or in a state. You have to be matured enough to be able to know what is happening. And all of these people, it's not as if they don't know what has been happening or what has happened to other people or their predecessors or other people that have been in that position. But yet when they get there, I think the power gets into them and they begin to behave like babies. They become so engrossed, they become so, irrational, they become so unconcerned to the plights of people. So they are just intoxicated with that power. So when people are coming to sing your praises, I think if really you are matured enough, nobody will tell you cock and bull stories. It's not as if you are not going to, take advice from your ADs or whosoever that, that are there. But you need to be mature to be able to think through of what you are being told. You do your background check, because most of them are too big for them to go as slow as, finding out what the right thing are. That is why they miss the whole thing. They sit down there forming boss. Somebody will come from nowhere, be singing your praises. They want to tell you what you want to hear, because that is what you want to hear, because you wouldn't want them to criticize you. Anyone that criticizes you, becomes your enemy almost immediately. So that is why people don't even want to say some things to you, and they want to tell you what you want to hear. When people begin to sing your praises, you should check your back. Are you sure I'm on track? What is the reason for these praises? If it is genuine or not. But because of the power, they don't even see anything. So they just want people to be singing their praises, and that gets them carried away. So, and you see a lot of bad people that do not even have good intentions, just because of what they want to get from you. They want to tell you what you want to hear, so that they can gain one favor or the other from you. That is what usually happens. Like this SSG that is coming out now. Have you ever made any statement concerning the way the government was running? Everybody was complaining. For the fact that there's an alleged godfather in Lagos, that people think whatever he says is the final. Ambode himself has his own fault. Because if really he was able to carry the masses along, I'm not even talking about the party members. If he was able to carry the masses along, I think what happened to him wouldn't have happened. He would have been able to retain his second tenure. Because the same thing almost happened to Raji Fashola then. But because of the relationship he had with the masses, it was so difficult for the party people to be able to pull him out. Because they knew quite all right if they didn't present him for the second term, and eventually Fashola defected to another party, they would have lost. APC would have lost then. So, and they quickly knew that, the masses had voice. But reverse was the case in the case of Ambode, and that was why the party, was able to treat him the way they did. So everybody needs to be careful. But as human beings, at times we tend to forget a lot of things. We tend to, be carried away in one way or the other. Even as we are talking to our governments, even as we are talking to our politicians, even as we are talking to our leaders, it is still applicable to us, even as a people, that we need to be careful that whatever you think you have at that particular time, it might not be permanent. Though when you have good things, happening to you, you pray that God help me, that I don't want to go down, that forward ever, backward never. But in that same vein, you need to be careful that anything can happen, because those that have really failed, or those that have really had one bitter experience or the other, they never prayed for it, but because life happens. So guys, that's just what I need to say concerning all of these things. If there's anything you want to add to it, if there's any contribution, if you feel indifferent, if you think there's anything that you want people to know or you want to contribute to, you are very free to put down your comments below in the comment section, and we'll be glad, to read your comments. Thank you very much. Bye.